Alright guys, this is a live look at downtown. I'm not currently down there.
Watch out, cars moving.
So I'm going to switch off here and we're going to go to show you the helicopter view. So this is the helicopter view overhead from Pier 11. So if this shows you.
We're good. It's normal. It's a normal day.
Yeah.
People acting the fool. It's cold.
Yeah, I know. The fool.
Yeah. Okay, these are gonna move this car.
So this gives you an aerial view. This is outside of downtown Minneapolis.
That's to be a family, by the way.
So I'm scrolling back and forth through here. So you guys can oversee the crowd here. It's a cold day in Minneapolis.
No good cops in a racist system. 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 No good mayors in a racist system. No good mayors in a racist system. No good mayors in a racist system. Family. No good judges in a racist system. No good judges in a racist system.
I didn't really organize this, so I don't know if they got it together like that, but you should be in front of this banner.
All right, mic check.
Yo, we got
So it looks like the family's coming up. I don't know if you can hear me.
Can I have you guys back it up? We need to make room for Amir's family. We need to give them space and be respectful. Amir's family, please come forward. But folks, we need to stay behind the banner.
Stay behind the banner. Stay with me. Stay behind the banner. 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 Thank you. The family needs space to stand up front. Please stay behind the banner if you are not a family member.
So guys, can you hear? Okay.
Fill the street behind the banner, please.
Hey, listen. Tell everybody to back up, not squashing the
We need
family.
2 steps back from everybody that's behind that banner. Everybody take 2 steps back. 2 steps back. Everybody take 2 steps back. 2 steps back. 2 steps back. 2 steps back. We have the whole street. Sorry. I'm like yelling in y'all's ears.
They should move that car up because we're moving up. We got
Nobody else.
If you are pressed, please stay away from the sound vehicle, please. Please move back from the sound vehicle. If you want to go to the side, no. Yeah. Not trying to be spicy about it. Yeah, I'm trying to get the more space because people can't move back. People
Step back. No, bro.
Yeah.
This is currently live downtown Minneapolis as we speak.
Who wants to speak first? Who wants to speak first? Mic check! Mic check! Mic check! Mic check! Say his name! 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 Thank you all for being here. My name is Jay. I'm with Twin Cities Coalition for Justice for Jamar. We're here today in honor of Amir Locke, whose life was stolen by the MPD. He was a member of our community, and we're here to support his family and demand that the MPD, the cop that killed him, loses his job, goes to jail for his crimes. We're here to demand that the mayor step down because he is not able to do what the community needs. And we're here to demand that the chief of police also step down. We cannot keep letting MPD do whatever the hell they want in our communities. Hold streets! Hold streets! Hold streets! Hold streets! Before we let the family speak, I want to ask the press to please step to the side. We need more room. Please step to the side. Thank you. Step back. 2 steps. 2 steps. The families need space to stand. Please back up. All right. 2 more steps, please. Thank you. Amir Locke's family would like to speak. First, we're going to hear from Amir's father.
Let's give him respect. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone for being here. We didn't ask for this. We did not ask for this type of moment, but we were forced into this. Our family, we don't believe in hate. Our family is not racist. This shouldn't be about a black and white thing, but unfortunately, my son is African American, and the officer that took his life is white. And so too often that this happens in our communities. I first like to say that I'm speaking on behalf of Amir's mother, Karen. She was so overwhelmed with grief, disbelief, sorrow, everything that you could imagine that a mother feels when she loses her baby. When we were born, they told us that they didn't promise us that life would be easy. It's not. It's not easy. To have to bury your son, sons, daughters, it's not easy. I'm not standing here, I was angry, I was teed off. I was extremely angry because I wasn't there.
We got your back.
I appreciate that. Because I wasn't there to protect my son. I'm the protector. I'm the protector of the family. I go hard. I go extremely hard. Anybody that know me in this community knows that I go hard. And there's too many people that know me. They know me personally in this community. I pranced my son around, each of my sons, my older boys. I pranced them around this community while we were into music and everything. That's how the community got to know Amir. But this wasn't about me. People know me as Buddy. This is the first time in many years that I've heard this many people call me Andre. I normally don't even respond to Andre, only from my personal family and for those that know me. But for the community of people that know me, they call me Buddy. I almost forgot my name was Andre. I hadn't heard it so much. Amir, here's the thing. We don't have to cover up anything. The truth needs no support.
That's right. That's right.
I'm gonna say that again. The truth needs no support.
That's right.
They released that tape when I had the opportunity to view the footage. I wanted to make sure that my son didn't do what they say my son did. That he was accused of doing. My son did the right thing. As any law-abiding citizen that was sleeping in his own home, resting peacefully after a hard day of work.
That's right.
As a non-convicted felon.
That's right.
Who didn't have a criminal history.
That's right.
He didn't do anything. We prepare our sons and our daughters in our communities. We prepare them to survive when they're out in the streets. How do you prepare them to stay alive in their own home?
That's right.
Or at a relative's house? How do we prepare them to stay alive that way? When they're in their own sanctuary? How? Can anybody explain that to me? You know, I wasn't gonna come out here, but I was receiving so many calls because, again, people didn't realize that was my son. But once they heard his name, they contacted me and said that we're going to stand with you.
That's right.
We're going to stand with you for justice for Amir Rukari Locke. I wanted my sons to do well in the music industry. I had some success. Again, this wasn't about me, but to see that they were following in my footsteps, I was a proud father, but I had to let them make their own way. And when they needed my help, then I could assist them. Well, Amir had my help. He had his mother's help. And we were ready to assist. We're ready. Now, we don't have that full opportunity to do that. Because he's not here. I just wanted him here to be able to experience that. Y'all do me a favor. Look around at y'all loved ones right now. Everybody that's out here, somebody brought their kids. Do y'all know what that feel like? Do you guys know what that feels like? To hold the people that you love near and dear to you, especially your children, the young men that are supposed to carry your family's name. Absolutely a legacy. Amir doesn't have any children. You know, this is the type of person Amir was. He was a good person. He was a good kid. He enjoyed learning. He enjoyed asking questions. He researched everything. I apologize, guys. It's cold out here. We know how Minnesota do. We know that this is the igloo. So it is absolutely freezing out here. But I stand out here and hope that my body warms and my son warms my body and warms his mom body and our heart. I can't be thankful enough for all of the support and for everyone that is reaching out. Our family, Amir has a very large family. And I cannot make this up. We are in the thousands in our family. We are in the thousands in our family. We come from a rich background. We come from a rich background of educated people. We come from a rich background of teachers, lawyers, doctors, law enforcement, as well as musicians, artists. We come from an educated background. You are not dealing with any ignorant people. You messed with the wrong people. You did this to the wrong person.
That's right.
You don't have an idea of the magnitude. You don't have an idea of the magnitude of what you started. My heart is hurting. It's hurting. Deep pain, deep sorrow. I was crying in my sleep. I learned how to rebuke things. I learned how to rebuke bad dreams spiritually. I learned how to rebuke bad dreams in my dreams. But I can't get this one out. I can't get this one out of my being. This is unbelievable that there's so many people out here. See, while driving here, I had to think about it. I did not want this. His mother didn't want this. Our family, we didn't want this. Again, we didn't ask for this. We were forced into this. I was thinking on the way here, I was like, oh my goodness, I don't want to be here. I was like, not like this, Amir. Not like this. He didn't even see who took his life. He couldn't see. If you review the tape, the footage, well, he couldn't get a visual on who was getting ready to take his life, who was getting ready to snuff him out of here. But at that moment, as I was watching, I knew my son. I believed my son, and I knew in my heart that he went then and there. He died then. And I believe that my mother, his mother's mother, that they reached for him.
That's right.
And all of our relatives reached for him.
All of our ancestors. All of them.
You know, I can be a funny guy sometimes. And I like to crack jokes and have fun. I'm going to miss cracking jokes with my boy. I'm going to miss calling him to find out what's the best, who's rocking in the music, who's the best MC right now, or who's doing the best sound of music that he enjoyed. I'm going to miss doing that. I'm going to miss listening to him tell me, Dad, you have to get on what I'm on now. I'm going to miss him telling me that. Like, Dad, this is how you, his older brother Andre and Amir, how they told me, Dad, this is this type of style that you need to do with us. So I would practice with them. Oh yeah. So every time that I hear a song, I go write one just like it. That was fun. I would miss being able to do that with my son. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Dear Father. Amir was not taken from the streets. He wasn't taken in the streets from black on black crime. And we said too much of that. So I'm asking for people of color, black, brown, Asian, that we stand together. That we stand together. 22 days of peace. I want y'all to start with 22 days of peace. We have to start somewhere where y'all don't hurt each other in your own communities. And that we stand together against what's taking place in our community with no knock warrants.
Right.
When officers, I'm gonna make this clear, because we're not police bash. We don't do that. We have too many family members. We're not gonna police bash. We don't do that. But what we will do, there's great officers that are white. There's great officers, period. But y'all got the bad seeds. They have the bad seeds. And those bad seeds are the ones that don't need to be in our communities. They should do a psychological background check on some of the officers to find out before they police the community if they have a problem with black people or brown people. If they, can you stand being around them? Are you that eager to kill them? They need a background check. Do a background check on them. Have them take a test like they do us with the SAT, which is an unfair test. I do apologize. There should be a questionnaire on there starting off with, do you hate black people? Do you hate Native Americans? Do you hate Asian people? Do you hate Mexican people? Do you hate Arab people? Do you hate people, period? Do you hate humans, period? See, a lot of them that do that, that decide to take the law into their own hands, I believe they hate themselves.
That's right. Say that right there. Bring fire. Say that, yeah. Let them feel fire.
So I believe that they hate themselves.
That's right.
We have family the same way that you do. And we want to go home safely to our families.
That's right.
We want to be able to eat dinner with our families, be able to laugh with our families. We want to be able to hold hands with our families, walk, dance. We want to be able to hold our families and just be able to have a conversation. Amir doesn't have the opportunity to do that any longer. So we're forced again to have to do that on his behalf. But we're not tired of doing it. We're not gonna ever get tired of doing that. Because he was my son. He was Karen's baby. I'm gonna tell you guys again, I'll reiterate. See, I'll repeat a lot of things because sometimes, and I've said this before, you may not have heard it. You have to be slow to speak and fast to listen. The chief said some things that he was a suspect. See, when they put the narrative out there that he was a murderer, like he was a murderer, I couldn't. Come on now.
That ain't right.
I'm not one of those kind of parents that, oh no, that's not my son. My son wouldn't do anything like that. That's not my kid. And you know your kid out there tearing up everything and terrorizing the community. That's not the type of parents that we are. We're realistic. We believe that if you have done wrong, we believe in right and wrong, bottom line. But I can tell you this, he did everything right. He listened to him. He listened to his mother. This is not a conversation I'm with him. Don't ever get in trouble with the law. Don't ever.
For the feedback, you know, it's the feedback.
Don't ever get in trouble with the law. Make sure that you keep your record clean.
That's right.
Make sure that you do these things so that you can legally have a license to carry a gun, so that you're able to protect yourself. Do these things also so that you're able to have equal housing opportunity, to buy a home. You have to do these things so that you're able to build your credit up. What is credit? Something that, oh my goodness. But anyhow, so that you can build your credit up, so that you're able to live like a human being. See, I hear people say, I've heard people say that Black Lives Matter. Just hear me out. I want everyone to hear me out. I hear people scream Black Lives Matter. I hear people scream all lives matter. I hear this, and I agree. We all agree. All of our family, we agree. It's so much to say. It's so little time. We can stay out here all day. I talk too much. I'll talk your ear off. We can conversate all day. Because I have a lot to say about my son.
That's right.
So when you do say something, just tell the truth. Okay? That's all. That's all we ask. Just tell the truth. I want you guys to remember. And I want you all to do me a favor. Can everybody out here do me a favor? Can you close your eyes? I want y'all to close your eyes and tell me what can you picture when you see that footage? Close your eyes and tell me what you can see. What can you see? Can you see what happened? That image doesn't leave, does it? That image doesn't leave, does it?
No.
Does it?
No.
Does it?
No.
That image doesn't leave. That's how we feel. I just want y'all to see what we feel. Amir didn't have a criminal history. Amir was a good kid. Amir believed in working hard, whatever he decided to do. Amir believed in respect. And most of all, Amir was responsible. He was responsible. And he didn't deserve to have his life taken the way that it was. Why couldn't my son bury me? Why couldn't my son live to see his 40th birthday? Why couldn't my son Amir? Why couldn't my son Amir hold his mother and tell her that he loved her for the last time? Thank you all for being here to hear the truth. Thank you all for being here to feel what we feel. when our family, and there's so many of us, I'm telling you, we're all over the country. I'm telling you, they are coming. They are coming. So when our family here, and there's what, about 200-300 of us here, something like that. When our family, I told them, I was trying to prepare them for when they saw the tape, when they saw the footage. I was trying to prepare them. I told them he didn't have a chance. He did not have a chance. He couldn't even get the cover from over his head. If you could have heard how that room erupted with pain, yelling, stumping, falling out like they was having the Holy Ghost. In that room. It hurt us to the core. I'm absolutely thankful for everyone that set the protest up, the rally. I do apologize. I truly appreciate it. Karen, appreciate it. Our family, we all appreciate it. And it goes without saying how much we truly love Amir. And we just ask that you all love him the same way that we did. Love on him how we did. Let's stop prejudging. Stop prejudging people. Stop prejudging young men of color. Stop doing it. I didn't want to come out here and make this about black and white. I'm half white. I got something in me. Hey, everybody in America got white in them.
Didn't come out of love.
It did come out.
Sure didn't.
So we'll do that a different day.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes you need to laugh and cry. It feels good to laugh, don't it?
Not a fingerprint in the system. Not a fingerprint in the system.
That's right, not a fingerprint in the system. It feels good to laugh. It feels good to laugh. We need that right now. I don't even drink. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do anything. I don't do any of those things. Never have. But I need a drink. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's right.
I need something to ease this pain. So, you know, I heard this and I didn't understand it. But I saw it, the pain of mothers when they lose a child, a son, a daughter, an African-American mother. I have to be specific because we far too often are seeing the same thing repeat itself over and over and over again. And just give me a second.
We got your back.
Not like this. Man. Not like this.
Amir Locke! Amir Locke! Amir Locke! Amir Locke! Amir Locke! Amir Locke!
I would see those mothers just to be able to see their pain and know that it was unbearable. And to have to experience that as a father, oh my goodness. I don't know what it feels like to be vulnerable. I don't know that, I didn't know that feeling, but I feel vulnerable. I don't feel soft. That's not what I'm saying. I feel vulnerable. I feel taken advantage of and disrespected. How dare you take my son from me and his mother? How dare you? What gives you the audacity to think that you are God? Who told you that you was the judge and the jury and execution? Who told you that? What made you even believe that? I'm not trying to preach, I'm just trying to tell the truth. Just trying to tell you guys what we feel. How dare you? Minneapolis, Twin Cities. 22 days of peace. 22 days of peace in our communities. We have to start somewhere. 22 days of peace. I love everybody for stepping up to be out here. I'm thankful for everyone that believes in truth, and the truth needs no support. Thank you.
Shut it down! Shut it down! If Amir don't get it,
Shut it down!
if Amir don't get it,
Shut it down!
if Amir don't get it,
Shut it down!
if Amir don't get it,
Shut it down!
if Amir don't get it.
Shut it down!
All right, I want everybody to give Amir's family a warm welcome for speaking to us today. We're gonna get moving in just a minute here, but Linda wants to speak for a moment. His aunt Linda.
This is really hard, but I'm standing here on behalf of my sister. As Buddy was saying, she couldn't make it. And the reason she couldn't make it is because this is overwhelming. We're usually the ones in the crowd supporting the moms. And now she is the mom. This is very hard for her. And I want y'all to understand. When my sister called me, she screamed. And any mother who's had a child, it's a piercing scream. And she said, the Minneapolis police killed my baby, and I hope it's not true. And I was just weeping in my soul because Buddy had already called my husband, and he was consoling me, telling me that my nephew was gone. So there's a couple things that I just want to say to you mothers. Don't look at her race, look at her pain. I want you to support her because of her pain, not because of her political affiliation, not because of her color, not because of anything except for the fact that a mother lost her son unjustly. And to the PD, I'm talking about every police department. I'm talking to you specifically. I need for you to extend the same amount of grace that you are able to extend when a young man shoots over in Roseville, Minneapolis, 4 days before Amir, and you were able to escort him and put him in custody after he shot at you. I need for you to have extended that same grace to my nephew. I need justice because of the fact that this was a warrant for property. It was for property. And you feared when you went in there. And even if you was in fear, The fact he was executed, as my sister said, he was. And the reason he was, because it wasn't one shot, it wasn't two shots, but it was 3 shots that entered his body that we know of. Wait until the rest of the story is told.
Say that.
Because we've only seen one camera from the body of our police officers. Where are the rest of the cameras that we haven't seen that have been recorded? We want all the footage.
That's right.
We want all the footage. And to you politicians, you should be outraged. You should be outraged. And you, not us, not your people out here, should say enough is enough. It ends now. It ends. No more black blood. No more on the streets. No more at the hands of the police. You have to do something about this. Because if you don't do something about this, God will. Trust me.
No justice! No justice! All right, I need everybody to take 4 giant steps back, especially the press. I understand that you need your shot, but you need to get out of the way, please. Thank you. Everybody take a big 4 steps back. Big 4, yeah, you're fine. I'm not talking to you, yeah. All right, we are going to start marching. Before we start marching, I have a couple of reminders. First of all, the cops are not supposed to kill guilty people either. It doesn't matter what he did. The cops take white supremacists and shoot at them all the time. There is no amount of guilt that means that the police get to decide that you're guilty. You deserve to have your time in a court of law to defend yourself. It doesn't matter what that young man did. He deserves to live to defend himself.
Before we go to the precinct, the family just wants to say one more time that we are so grateful and we are so thankful for the solidarity that is exhibited here on this day. They asked for the 22 days for Amir, and we just really want you to love on each other in the way that we cannot love on him right now. We said this yesterday, but the reality is with these no-knock warrants, they are systemically unleashed in black neighborhoods and black communities from state to state. Okay, so when we look at these no-knock warrants, they're not doing these exercises in the suburbs. There are crimes in the suburbs. They don't no-knock their way into those houses, and all we're saying is, please don't do that in our house. Okay? There could have been a baby on that couch. And so what we're asking you is to slow down and realize that we are human. We are not 3/5 human. We have rights. We have the First Amendment, we have the Second Amendment, and it is okay for black people to have conceal and carry permits. There are people who shoot up communities all over the place, and the police say freeze. The police say drop your weapon. The police say so much, and black bodies are not extended the same opportunity and the same grace. And so we ask you throughout these 22 days to please pray for the souls of the people in these uniforms. We ask you to pray for their souls, because you are not to be thugs with badges. The most hurtful thing about this whole thing was the fact that my aunt and my uncle had to fight against stereotypes. So I have a request for the media. Don't ask them who Amir is, who he was. Let me ask you a question. Who were you at 22?
Listen!
Who was your daughter at 22? Who was your son at 22? What you did was you robbed them of the ability to become who you are today.
That's right.
So when we talk about hashtag 22 or justice for Amir Locke, who were you at 22? What was your dream? You have robbed a mother who carried a baby for 9 months. He was still working. It's a dream. He's still plucking away. And he was executed. He was executed. So we have to remove the bias.
Yeah.
We have to ask the Minneapolis Police Department, when you lay out the facts, don't be strategic. Let's not play the racist game that we played when Emmett Till was killed. Okay? Come on now. Let's do something new. Let's give the facts as they are. Or you say, you know what, we don't have all the details yet, but you know what details you did have? You knew that Amir Locke was not on that warrant, and you didn't put that information out there.
Listen.
So you have a father in pain and a mother in pain because they have to fight and defy the stereotypes. We don't need to humanize any black man or any black woman for you to soften your heart. Your heart should already be softened. Okay? So the reason that this is taking place is because people are putting these strategic ideas in your head about who black men are, who black women are. Let's stop with that. Let's stop with that. Okay? So the cognitive dissonance, we talked about that yesterday. What is that? That's when you have an ability to disconnect because of what you see on the screen because you're not related to me. The same disease is what is plaguing black families all across the country because these women who are missing are not getting the time on TV. It's because of that cognitive dissonance. It's because of that same disease. I don't need to humanize my child for you. You don't need to humanize your child for me. Who were you at 22? Who will your child be at 25? Who were you at 35? Who did you become at 40? He didn't get the chance.
He didn't. He didn't.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
Peace in the streets for 22 days and hopefully more. God bless you.
right. God
and
bless
we thank you.
All power to the people.
All right, we're going to get it moving. The family needs to get out before we go, so please, as they're moving through, create space for them to leave. Everybody, please make space for the family to leave. Thank you.
Yeah, we're just walking them out this way. They're walking out this way.
That's way?
Yep. Where you guys' cars are.
We parked out here.
Yep, right this way.
Say his name! 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 All right, we're gonna start moving. So please let the family leave. The banner needs to come up.
So I don't know if you guys can
Everybody
hear
needs
me.
to stay behind the banner when we march. Where do you need to be while we're marching in the street? Where do you need to be when we're marching in the street? Where do you need to be when you're marching in the street?
Behind the banner!
Does that include the press?
Yes!
Does that include the press? Does that include the press? Thank you. Everybody stay behind the banner. That is how we can keep everybody safe and from getting hit by traffic. All right, we're gonna start moving. Thank you.
No good cops in a racist system. No good cops in a racist system. No good cops in a racist system.
No good cops in a racist system.
No good cops in a racist system. No good cops in a racist system. No good cops in a racist system. No good cops.
So I'm just going to cut in here. I appreciate everyone for jumping in. This stream is from Facebook, which is Listen Media. He's one of the guys that were attacking me and the other guy down at Prior Lake High School. I'm not down there live right now. I'm just covering other streamers' stream, his stream, and also Care 11, Channel 5. All of our mainstream outlets are sharing the same feed. It gets shared back to them, and then they pop on their own logos to it. So all four of our main outlets are using the same stream. The family was just speaking. They're getting ready to go ahead and go on their march. I am going to go ahead and kill my video stream from here. I do appreciate everyone for jumping on. They're getting ready to go on the march. If you want, I think Unicorn Riots is live on the street on YouTube, and then I'm not too sure. I know Listen Media is live on Facebook, and then again, you have mainstream outlets as well that are covering this. You can download their apps or whatever to get their information. I'm going to work on my streaming ability for this to switch between different things for you guys. Again, tragic incident. I'm still working on putting things together. We do have National Guard that has been alerted and put on standby. They are calling for 21 days of peace. So let's just hope it stays peaceful, guys. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you.